got my first payout in just 8 months after starting trading without spending a single cent for courses. In this video, I'll go over how I studied and what I think I could have done better, so you guys can go from 0 to your first payout in 8 months or even faster. I'll be talking about 3 things and each one will build upon the previous one, so make sure you guys take notes. Firstly, we have to talk about how we should study. And this simply comes down to hard work and smart work. Let's say that you're a complete beginner with no clue what a candlestick even is. The first phase of learning is when you should focus on hard work rather than smart work. Just watch a bunch of random trading videos and take note. It doesn't matter if they aren't the best videos, you just need to collect information and figure out the bigger picture. Imagine a puzzle. When you're a complete beginner, it's like you have no pieces to even start the puzzle. But watching a bunch of these videos and focusing on the quantity of learning will give you different puzzle pieces to work with. The second phase of learning is when you should focus on working smart. Now that you have a bigger picture of the field, you want to focus on one specific area. This might mean that you focus on ICT, supply and demand, order flow, whatever it is, just pick one and really do a deep dive into that area of trading. This is when you've collected the puzzle pieces and are starting to connect the ones that are similar. This is what working smart is. It's to concentrate your effort into one domain. Finally, the third phase of learning is when you focus on both hard and smart work. Once you study the concepts in depth, you'll notice you have some missing pieces. This might be a concept, your psychology, or mindset. This is when you'll have to scour through all the information available to you for that one last piece. Ultimately, quality can only come from quantity, so you really want to focus on the time that you're putting into studying before you focus on the quality of the work. Once you've understood how to study, we have to talk about applying your learning and improving repeatedly. Once you have a solid strategy, it's time to start taking trades with this strategy. When I started, I never really did proper paper trading, and I just went straight into an evaluation account from a prop firm. This is something that I recommend if you're fine with spending that little extra cash on the prop firm account, because the faster you experience emotions, the faster you will be able to overcome them. Now, when you're taking trades, you want to journal every single one of them. And how in-depth you go with these journals is what will separate the slow learners from the fast ones. There are 2 main things that you should be focusing on: technicals and psychology. For technicals, you want to be focusing on why your trade worked or failed, what confluences there were supporting your idea, and what confluences there were going against your idea. To give an example using ICT concepts, you want to be asking yourself, what was the weekly or the daily bias? Which premium or discount arrays were present? How did the overnight session move? Where was the liquidity? Was there an alignment with standard deviation or OTE levels? The more in-depth you go, the faster you will improve. You'll be able to filter out bad trades and identify these concepts on the charts much quicker, almost by second nature. For psychology, you want to be doing the exact same thing. Journal what caused the loss or win, and how you felt before, during, and after the trade. Were you confident? Did you enter off FOMO? Why did you feel that way? How can you stay calm and collected the next time? Of course, you won't improve just because you journal a single trade, and even the best traders still have issues with psychology. But the difference is the frequency and how you refocus after having that loss due to bad psychology. A lot of traders that are starting out will lose one trade, get tilted, and allow that one trade to trigger so many more losses. But a good trader will take that loss, accept that they made a mistake, and reflect so they don't make the same mistake. Sometimes you'll do everything right but still lose, and that's just part of trading. And what separates the profitable from the unprofitable traders is whether you can truly accept losses as being part of the journey, or you just saying, oh yeah, losses are a part of the game, while in the back of the mind you get emotional about each loss. By journaling, you can truly understand each trade and how you can improve the next time. By repeating this process, you can add up those small improvements to make significant changes in no time. But you don't want to just be learning from yourself, you want to also be learning from other people. When I started learning about trading, I joined a bunch of free Discord servers and asked the dumbest questions imaginable. But by doing this, I was able to clear up a lot of the confusion that I had and was able to gain a better understanding of ICT concepts. Things like why a trade worked or didn't work can be difficult to fully analyze by yourself. So by asking people around, they can point out things that you might have missed or haven't learned yet, which will allow you to accelerate your learning by an insane amount. You can also ask people that post their winning trades why they took it and how you could have spotted the same trade. And this information is so much more valuable than what any course could teach you. And also, learning from others doesn't mean that you just ask questions. You can also listen to podcasts and interviews of traders and try to figure out the similarities that they have, or common struggles and how they overcame them. As Warren Buffett says, it's good to learn from your mistakes, but it's better to learn from other people's mistakes.